Okay, so adventure number 3, doing a short one today, not going too far. It's about 5 o'clock now, well just gone 5, maybe quarter past, and I'm going to try and head up as far as I can that way, and just until it starts to get dark and I need to set up my tent. Still got to stop off at the shop, grab something to eat in the morning, but I did bring a little bit more than I brought last time. I'll show you all of that later. So I've really been missing out on all the outdoorsy stuff this week. Obviously I did my long hike last weekend, so yeah, about a week ago now. Now it's the 11 miler where I got that massive blister, and I just I couldn't carry on the way back. So that stopped me from going out like the first half of this week, and then second half of this week I just haven't been feeling it, so I haven't got out until today. So it's Saturday today. I'll be posting the video on Sunday, but it does feel good to be back out. Okay, so I just stopped off at Tesco now, so I've got my food and stuff sorted for tonight and tomorrow morning. I expect I'll probably be walking for another hour or so, looking for a good spot, because I do have a lot of light left for today, so we'll see how far we can get. Okay, so now I've got to pretty much the sort of general area I want to be camping and setting up for the night, but I've got about an hour and a half still till I want to actually set it up. So I'm going to spend the next like hour just wandering around and having a look for spots where it might be quite good. You can already see there's plenty of big open areas around here. I don't want it to be too open because we've got a path around here and then another path going along there, which is super close. So obviously not in this specific area, but there's plenty of little openings like that just off of the paths. You know what would also be pretty cool to do is do like a survival wild camp, so where we don't take a tent, no hammock or anything, maybe like a sleeping bag just in case, but we make our own shelter, just take a load of sticks off of the ground, because there are a load. There's a ton of dead wood just littered all over the place, and maybe I might bring a buddy with me rather than doing it by myself like I have these last 3. I think that's another thing that I'd like to do as well, is go on more camps with other people. So you might see in the next few episodes, if you want to call them that, next few videos, you might see a couple of my mates with me, but we'll see. If they do, then you might see them in the next couple of episodes. So although it doesn't look like much, I think I found my spot. Obviously I'm going to have to clear out all of these twigs on the floor over here, but it does look decent. It's far enough away from the path. It is still open, which I'm kind of so and so about, but it doesn't look like there's going to be anybody here. I haven't seen anybody really. I've seen maybe like 2 young families and a runner, and that's it today. So I'm going to set the time lapse up now, and I'll catch you in a minute. Okay, so tent's all set up now. Took me about 10 minutes or so to get it all set up. I'm hoping that I cleared up enough twigs underneath so that I'm not going to have any holes poking through the bottom of my tent. It looks relatively flat. I made sure, because there was a little bit of a hill sort of mound type thing on one side, so I put that where my head's going to be. Hopefully that way I don't need to have a pillow. Right, so I'm all set up now. I've got everything I need to. I've got my sleeping bag, sleeping mat, same sort of setup that I had last weekend. So if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. I haven't really done anything different this time either for dinner. I'm going to do the noodles and the chicken bites again, just shove it all in there. I've brought the trangia again, so it's exactly the same. Nothing much has changed. I still haven't seen anybody up here. It's been super quiet. And like this little area is quite secluded, even though it is like super open. Well, I've got my food all done now. I've got the noodles and the chicken bites in there. It's quite nice, and I've got another sweet ginger tea. Well, I finished my dinner way too quickly to film it. You know, I must have been super hungry because it just went like 5 seconds. I'm feeling a little bit better now. Now I've got something inside me. I was feeling a little bit sleepy, and yeah, I'll probably be in bed quite soon, to be honest. Might have a little snack before I go. It looks like it's pretty perfect weather, to be honest. I've got a little bit of cloud cover and tree cover, so it should be a relatively warm night. And because of the trees, hopefully the sun doesn't get to me until a little bit later, because I don't really fancy waking up at 4 o'clock again tomorrow. Alrighty, so dinner's all done. I've had noodles and chicken. Got my tea over here. I'm just going to run through everything else I brought. I've got 3 sort of like sausage rolls. And I'll have them whenever, because I do have some duck wraps, just a meal deal for breakfast if I want it. So I'll save these 2 for breakfast, because I do like having my duck wraps in the morning. And yeah, the sausage rolls, those are just extras. Those are just extras if I get hungry in the night or in the morning if I have any left over. And last but not least, I've got my beloved bonbons. Bourbons, yeah. So I'll have a couple of these tonight, and then I'll save the rest for the morning. Right, well, I think this is pretty much it for today. I'm not really going to be doing too much else. It is still pretty early, to be honest. It's only 8 o'clock now, but that's alright. I'll probably just chill out, listen to the birds and do nothing, which is definitely my strong point. I think next week I'll probably definitely try and do something a little bit bigger, because today it was only a 1-2 mile walk, so nothing really. I don't know what I will do next week. I'm thinking maybe what I could do is go down to the coast, along the southwest coast path. So I know definitely around Devon there's a couple of places like along that path where there's some trees and like over the cliffs looking over the ocean. I think that would be an absolutely stunning place to pitch out for the night, so I could go and do that. I could even make it a 2-day thing, or a 2-nighter. I've got thoughts about the Lake District and going up to Scotland as well, and I think that would be pretty cool to go up more like mountainous terrain, and potentially even do Ben Nevis by say August this year. So I guess this is it for today, and I'll see you in the morning. Ooh, good morning. It's about 5:30 now, I think, maybe coming up on 6. I had a great night's sleep, to be honest. I Yeah, I must have overslept by a long shot, because usually on these ones I've woken up by about 4 o'clock as soon as it started to get light, but I guess under the trees I didn't notice it as much. Right, well that's not exactly what I was expecting to wake up to. Big fat slug right on my roof. Oh, you look at that. See, usually when I wake up it's too dark for the camera to even be able to see. But this is fantastic. Oh god. Really? Another one over there? Okay, well, tent's all down now, you can see. I've still left it a little bit of a mark, so I'm just going to cover it up a little bit with some twigs. Hopefully that should leave no trace enough for all you wild campers out there. Bag's all packed up now. I've got my breakfast down there. I've got my duck wraps and sausage rolls, but I'll probably eat them on the way back, so there's no really big point to me staying around here. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week for the same thing again.